So this competition marks the 15th year of offering the Scheinfeld New Venture Challenge. And it's super important now more than ever to support you as student entrepreneurs with the magnitude of the opportunities and challenges that face all of us on a day-to-day basis on so many levels. Entrepreneurship drives practical skill development for diverse career paths, which helps students, including some of our students from underserved populations, to access the resources and the networks in preparation to advance their livelihood towards a promise of a better future. The Scheinfeld Center's community and regional services start at the high school level through our dual enrollment entrepreneurship courses, and it extends all the way through business launch with our Get Real Accelerator, helping to develop a better Santa Barbara community for all. I'd like to do a special thanks to our Superintendent President Erica Androjonis, our VP of Academic Affairs Maria Villagomez, and our Dean of Business Michael Medell, as well as our Department Chair for Business Julie Brown, plus administrators and so many people here on the SBCC campus and within our community that really support our students in moving forward. We couldn't do any of this without you, without the support of our partners and sponsors. And a great example of this is our very esteemed panel of judges who I would like to introduce right now. So their extended bio is on the website and has been on our marketing materials. I'll do a shortened introduction right here in alphabetical order, starting with Mark DEPACO. He is the founding partner of the boutique law firm DT Law Partners LLP in Santa Barbara, California, formed in 2020. Mark, it's so nice to have you here. Let's give Mark a hand. Yes. And then we have Eric Sanchez, a serial entrepreneur whose life mission is to create, innovate, and leave the world a better place. He is currently founder of X2L Bio, an AI platform that leverages wearable technology to support remote VO2 max assessments to help refine performance, femtech, and longevity. It's nice to have you here, Eric. Thank you for being here. And then finally, we have Krista Tridy, an accomplished brand and marketing leader with demonstrated ability building and scaling category-defining brands in highly competitive global markets. She has held key leadership roles on behalf of iconic companies including Nike, Reebok, Diesel, Appeal Sciences, UGG Australia, Michael Stars Speedo, and Santa Barbara Sky FC. Krista, thank you for being here. And we are on a tight agenda. We have a high school competition right after this. That's we need to get ready for right at 4:30 when this ends. So let me tell you how we're going to run things. So each finalist will present their 8-minute pitch and then address up to 2 minutes of questions from the judges, shared equitably during that time period. The judges will, after everybody has pitched, the judges will proceed to a 20-minute deliberation while all the rest of you enjoy refreshments on the patio, and then we'll reconvene with the judges, and the judges will announce the awards and provide some feedback to the winner. So with that, to each and every one of our finalists, we wish you so much success today. And you know, just being here, like I said, is a milestone in itself that you can hold in esteem in your entrepreneurial development, and all of you are going to go home richer in the understanding of entrepreneurship, of yourself as an entrepreneur, and your understanding about how you can impact the world. So with that, I would like to welcome to the stage our first finalists. This is Pass a Plate with Dylan McKnight and Rylin Anderson.
Good afternoon, and thank you so much for being here. My name is Dill McKnight, and I'm here with my co-founder, Rylan Anderson. We're excited to introduce you Pass the Plate, a digital platform that connects surplus food with people who need it most. Every day, thousands of meals go to waste, while thousands of people go hungry. Pass the Plate makes it easy for local food businesses to donate extra food and for people who need to claim it all in real time. We offer legal protection for businesses, financial benefits, and a seamless way to give back. But we're not just tackling food insecurity, we're fixing the broken link between excess and access. Pass the Plate is a win-win, less waste, more food access, and it offers real incentives for businesses doing good. Let's take a closer look at the problem. Each year, 40% of the food in the US is wasted. This is estimated to be over $400 billion. Meanwhile, more than 34 million Americans each year experience food insecurity. This isn't just a food supply issue, it's a distribution and logistical failure. Many businesses want to donate but are overwhelmed by questions. Are we legally protected, and can we get a tax deduction? On the other hand, people in need often struggle to access fresh meals immediately. Pass the Plate fills that operational and ethical gap by making the food donation simple, safe, and rewarding for everyone involved. Next slide. Federal and state laws have created a legal framework that brings both a need and an opportunity. Law mandates that large food generators donate food instead of sending it to landfills. At the same time, California's Good Samaritan Food Donation Act gives businesses broad legal protection when donating in good faith, including direct donations to individuals, not just nonprofits. The challenge is most businesses don't know these protections exist or how to document donations properly. That's where Pass the Plate comes in. We bridge the legal knowledge gap so businesses can donate with confidence. Next slide. Our platform provides two user pathways, one for businesses and one for individuals. For business, Pass the Plate offers a simple web interface where you can take photos of surplus food, enter specific pickup times, and expiration dates on food that is being donated. Before we dive into one of the most important features of our platform, Pass the Plate is possibly now pursuing a nonprofit model. This allows us to better align with our mission, simplify legal and financial logistics, and unlock new opportunities for funding, partnerships, and community support. Why the nonprofit model works. Operating as a nonprofit opens up new possibilities. We can directly receive food donations as a qualified nonprofit. We become eligible for grant funding, government contracts, and charitable donations, which supports scale without needing to charge businesses or individuals. How compliance still works. Under both federal and California law, food donations must route through a qualified nonprofit to be eligible for tax deductions or credits. If a business hands food directly to an individual with that link, they lose access to legal protection and financial incentives. This is where Pass the Plate comes in. As a registered nonprofit, every donation is digitally processed through us, even if it's picked up directly by an individual user. This is how the system would work. A business posts a food donation on our app. That post is legally linked to Pass the Plate as a nonprofit recipient. A user sees it in real time, claims it, and picks it up. Even though the food moves through it directly from a business to a food insecure individual, it still counts legally.
Now, let's take a deeper dive into the individual tax codes and how the businesses benefit from giving. First, under Federal Tax Code IRC Section 170E3, businesses that donate food can qualify for what's called an enhanced deduction. This applies to C Corps, S Corps, sole proprietors, and partnerships. So whether you're a large distributor, a regional grocery store, or a small neighborhood deli, you qualify. Here's how the deductions work. The IRS has allowed businesses to deduct the lesser of one of these two options. Option 1, twice the basis cost of the food. The basis is the cost of the food that is purchased or produced. Option 2, the basis cost plus 50% of the profit that would have been made would the food item been sold at a fair market value. Now, let me give you a real-world example. A deli makes a sandwich for $2 and sells it for $5. In option 1, the $2 base cost multiplied by 2 equals a $4 deduction. In option 2, the $2 base cost plus half of the profit that would have been made, so $1.50, leaves you with a $3.50 tax deduction. The lesser of those two is $3.50, so that is the deductible amount per sandwich. Now, let's imagine donating 100 sandwiches per month. That's $350 in deductions just for food that would have gone to waste. Now, let's talk about one of the most valuable and often overlooked tax codes, specifically in California. California offers a 15% state tax credit for donating qualified food. Unlike a deduction, a tax credit reduces your actual tax bill dollar for dollar. So if a business donates $10,000 worth of food, it will receive $1,500 worth of tax credit. And now that is real savings for food that would have gone to waste. According to California law, this credit applies to any taxpayer engaged in the trade of business, growing, harvesting, packing, processing, distributing, or retail of agricultural products. So this would include food producers and packers, wholesale food distributors, grocery stores, and local markets. While restaurants generally don't qualify for this tax incentive because they donate prepared meals, they still qualified for the previously mentioned federal tax deduction. This means that Pass the Plate takes care of all the back end. Pass the Plate would be in charge of tracking the cost of the fair market value, generating the IRS-ready tax summaries, and linking every donation through us, a qualified nonprofit. This means less time on paperwork and more value to the businesses who want to do more and save money and time. Our market is significant. In California, there are over 50,000 food businesses that are required to donate under SB 1383. We're launching in Santa Barbara County, where more than 1,000 food services and establishments meet this criteria. Our target users fall under two categories: businesses looking for a hassle-free way to stay compliant, cut waste, and earn financial benefits, and individuals and families in need of a meal. In our first year, our goal is to onboard 30 to 50 businesses using our program and serve 500 to 1,000 customers using our program.
Pass the Plate is both mission-driven and financially sustainable. We will avoid traditional overhead, which means we will scale efficiently without sacrificing service or sustainability. Our platform is always free to low-income individuals, and our potential revenue comes from premium analytics that help business and government agencies report on social impact, and our main idea for generating revenue would be from 5 to 10% commission on donated surplus food. Let's say a business donates a meal that qualifies for $3.50 tax deduction. At a 10% commission, Pass the Plate earns just 35 cents from that one meal. It may sound small, but it adds up fast. If that same business donates 100 meals a week, we can make $35 in revenue, while they claim $315 in deductions. Now imagine this on a larger scale. Let's say 500 businesses across California use Pass the Plate, and each business donates 100 meals per week. That's 50,000 meals per week, or 2.6 million meals per year. At just 35 cents per meal, Pass the Plate would generate over 900,000 annual revenue based off this example. Our marketing strategy is in 3 stages. The first stage would be our pilot program and includes launching in Santa Barbara and utilizing direct outreach. We will create partnerships with nonprofits and other organizations. Pass the Plate will also grow organically by using marketing schemes such as passing out flyers with QR codes. In year 1, during our pilot phase, we will project between $20,000 and $30,000 in revenue. By year 2, $75,000 to $100,000 with up to $20,000 in profit. And this is all from using our real return on our low-cost, high-leverage approach. Thank you.
Yes.
Great presentation, guys. Appreciate it. A comp set. You guys didn't show a slide with competition. Anybody that's doing this now?
That was in our next slide, and we wanted to go over it briefly. We thought it was a 10-minute presentation, but it was 8 minutes, so we didn't equate for that.
Okay.
But we do have some local competitors. Some are Too Good To Go, food banks, and Replate. And most of these are non-profits other than the food banks, but Too Good To Go, it's cost, the consumer has to pay for it. Food banks don't have real-time access and tech-driven websites that allow individual users to access food in real time. And then another is CoPlate, and they have, their user focus is corporate donors, but they specifically don't go after food insecure individuals like our program would be. And there's also other nonprofit entities that can be our competition if we became a nonprofit. And they all have, they're mostly driven off of relying on food banks and relying on mass food waste. We would be specifically niched in making sure that food insecure individuals get food real time from small businesses or large food donors. So either or. We're broad.
Great job, guys. So quick question, and apologies if I missed it, but how are you connecting the recipients with the restaurants, growers, co-packers?
So we initially planned to launch a website, as app development can be very timely and very costly, whereas a website we could probably outsource and have it done ourselves very quickly. So we plan to start with the website, and then it would be us. We have a few other people that we're looking at bringing on board as interns or as employees, and we would go to the businesses ourselves and pitch to them and see if we could onboard them onto our program. And then we would directly be connecting the person who's hungry or food insecure. They would go to the website, select whichever restaurant or business they'd like to get that food from, go in, pick it up, and our website will handle the rest, all the tax filing, and collecting all the data about expiration dates, what the product was, how much of it, time, all that kind of stuff.
Great, thank you.
Thank you. That's our time, judges.
Sorry for
Thank
taking so
you.
much time. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Hello, judges. My name is Camille, and I'm an international student from Denmark. And I'm so excited to share my business vision about nutritional supplements. Since I was 16, I worked in the supplement industry providing advice, coaching about supplements. From this experience and seeing the constant confusion on customers' faces, I became committed to eventually starting my own supplement line. But first, it is essential in this competitive industry to have a community and followers and advance myself as subject matter expert in the field. And with that, I'm proud to share with you Flourish, a social media platform to help health-conscious women make smart, informed decisions about supplements. In my industry experience showed me that many young women, there's over 1.2 million of Danish women, want to use supplements but are overwhelmed by confusing labels and biased advice. In fact, I talked to 10 women in my target market, and 80% of them said that they skipped out on buying supplements entirely because of this confusion. No supplements miss health benefits. Flourishes is a social media platform on TikTok and Instagram offering clear, scientific-backed supplement information. I do the hard work of researching and simplifying technical information, eliminating jargon, and visualizing the data into simple, short posts and videos. We make complex topics seem understandable and simple, always rooted in science. Our revenue streams are from influencer network, affiliate sales, and sponsorships. Our target market is Danish women in their 20s and 30s who actively pursue wellness and use social media. We reach them directly through TikTok and Instagram. In year one, we'll aim for 30,000 followers with a revenue of over $11,000, all through quality content that builds trust. Let me show you the customer experience for Flourish. You will come across our videos while scrolling on your social media, and through the wonders of algorithm, motivating you to learn more and scroll through our platforms. We'll post daily, host Q&A session through our live stories, and we'll answer our followers' questions in the comments. Eventually, our followers will become our customers for our supplement line. Flourish will operate from a home-based studio with professional-grade camera, mic, lighting, and editing software. I film, edit, and publish all the content on social media myself to ensure the style remains personal and consistent. For specialized tasks, we'll bring in freelancers when needed. It's a great time for Flourish to enter the market. Our opportunity as a supplement business is big, as the Danish supplement market is worth over $16.4 million and growing consistently. Instagram and TikTok reach over 2.8 million people in Denmark, and study shows that over 60% of them are actively trying to eat healthy. Our total available market is $366,000 based on total revenue potential from over 1.6 Danish women in their 20s and 30s. Our serviceable attainable market is over $245,000 based on our revenue streams with 450,000 wellness-focused Danish women on social media. Our serviceable attainable market is over $11,000 based on our year one projected revenue from 30,000 engaged TikTok and Instagram followers via influencer network, affiliate sales, and sponsorships. As you can see here, Flourish is the only one out of all these influencers who meet our target market's needs. We provide health content, inform on nutrients, and will inform about supplements, and we give science-backed sources. From our research, it's clear more users want reliable science-backed sources. Flourish addresses this gap using facts with the goal of helping, not just selling. We launched in December 2025, which is the perfect time as people are focusing on the New Year's health resolution. In phase one, we'll post daily TikToks and weekly Instagrams. We'll collaborate with micro-influencers and future accounts to help expand our reach. We'll do paid ads in our phase three and influencer sponsorship to support our growth. We'll focus on lookalike audiences and trending health topic, and our goal is to have 30,000 followers with a revenue of $11,232. We completed our 12-month cash flow projection. Let's go to the key numbers. In our first year, we predict our revenue to be $11,232 with expenses of $6,320, which makes our net profits $4,912 and gives us our break-even point in August of 2026. Startup costs total $6,320, covering registration, legal, camera equipment, software, and ad content credits. Our funding sources totals $1,320 in personal savings, and if I win today, I'll use the prize money to help this vision come to life. We completed our business plan and finalized our brand identity, content plan, and legal structure. We have a studio set up and our equipment. We anticipate to content launch in December of 2025 and reaching 30,000 followers with a revenue of over $11,000 by November of 2026. And finally, if you anticipate to start Flourish's supplement branding and development in 2027. As Flourish's founder, I will be in charge of all aspects of the business, including content, marketing, partnerships, and finances. I'll consult with the business and industry mentors and receive referrals from CPA, bookkeepers, business attorneys, and insurance broker. I'm an evolving subject matter expert in supplements. My business study, passion, and experience in the supplements and sales allows me to wear all hats confidently. Eventually, we'll go into a small team that blends science, communication, and community. I absolutely love and am passionate about Flourish, and the venture is a lifetime project. But if the venture proves unsustainable, we'll reassess the stop completely. In terms of social media, there's very little financial risks. Flourish's long-term plan is to become a supplement brand. If we reach our target audience and projected engagement in year 1, we'll move to product development in year 2. Judges, this is why Flourish should win today. We solve a real, validated problem with proven demands. We run efficiently, make good profits, and we keep risks low. We have a detailed strategy, timeline, and launch plan. We're not just creating content, we're building a trusted brand. Most importantly, this isn't just about content. Flourish is created with care and passion, and is something bigger. Our long-term vision is to launch a supplement brand built on trust and the insight we gain from our followers. That's what makes us sustainable, and that's what makes us different. Thank you, judges, so much for your time.
Judges.
Yeah, well done. I'm wondering, is there something specific about the Danish supplement market that would cause you to just focus on that versus the same problems across the world generally?
Through my work, I've seen so many people being confused, and I think especially in the Danish market, because there's so many, it's very focused on in Denmark, and people really want science facts, which is very special. I think Scandinavia and Denmark in general want the science backed in it and want to know what's real and what's trustworthy, which is why I think Denmark is the perfect market for it. Yes.
Really well done, very thorough. I have one question in the monetization piece of this.
Mm-hmm.
Usually there's a transaction, right? So I hear influencers, affiliates.
Yes.
How are they transacting? How do you generate revenues from those relationships? What are consumers buying?
They're buying, if I have through my brand, I can have, through my TikTok, I can have a link at the bottom. Through every person that clicks on the link, I will get some revenue off that if they choose to buy off the link of me. And then, yes.
Thank you.
Hello, judges. Thank you so much for being here today. My name is Xander, and when I was 12, I fell in love with woodworking here at the Santa Barbara Junior High. And over the past 6 years, I've been building my skills and growing to the woodshop you see behind me today. Some of my projects include grandfather clocks, dining tables, and this rocking chair I brought along as well. Naturally, as I was very, very passionate about woodworking, I noticed a business forming around me, and in July of 2024, just 1 month after I graduated high school, I created ZMD Woodworks, a custom furniture company for people who struggle with low-quality, mass-manufactured furniture. During my initial research, I found that 89% of consumers are dissatisfied with furniture that is low quality, not customizable, poorly designed, or lacking in functionality. And therefore, my solution to this problem is ZMD Woodworks, bringing passion and fine craftsmanship together, providing high-quality construction that is fully customizable, expertly designed, and always fully functional. ZMD Woodworks' target market is upper-class individuals in the Santa Barbara area searching for custom handcrafted furniture. 91% of the 15 individuals in our target market that we spoke to mentioned that the search for well-built furniture was a struggle for them. Therefore, ZMD Woodworks sells custom furniture by the unit, targeting those in need of quality, customized furniture. I'd like to take you through the 5-step customer experience here at ZMD Woodworks. Assuming you found us at a local storefront, a maker's market, or via our social media channels, and you'd like a custom project. To start, use the contact form on the ZMD Woodworks website to schedule a consultation. Within 48 hours of your consultation, you will receive a furniture sketch, hand-drawn. A 50% down payment is then required to begin the build process, and we will update you every 2 days until completion. It's important to remember that these updates are via email. They are simply notifications of progress. If you'd like to check in and change anything, let us know. We'd be happy to help you. Once we're ready for payment and delivery, we'll notify you, and we'll check in after 1 week to ensure you're still satisfied. We keep a close connection with our clients to make sure we address all their furniture needs in the future. To produce fine furniture, ZMD Woodworks currently operates out of a single-person woodshop. Our services rely on necessities such as power tools, consumables such as sandpaper and glue, and an online platform hosted on our website. Behind the scenes, we start by collaborating with the client to ensure we understand their vision. We then create a hand-drawn furniture sketch with material calculations and offer optional 3D renderings for an additional fee. Within 24 hours of the down payment, we find our materials locally within 48 hours. We then build the process, updating the client every 2 days, and once complete, we offer free local shipping within the Santa Barbara area. Additional shipping is available at the customer's expense. I personally dedicate 25 hours a week to production and answer any project requests within 24 hours. Let's talk market potential. In 2023, the wood household furniture manufacturing industry was valued at $3.5 billion, with an average annual growth of 5.5% per year. This shows a promising time for ZMD Woodworks to grow here in Santa Barbara. Our serviceable obtainable market in 2025 is projected to be $20,000, based on our average build revenue of $3,000 and projected production capacity of roughly 7 projects. In our 5th year, our serviceable available market is projected to be $77,000, based on our future production capacity after I've finished my studies. Our total available market is $2.85 million, based on capturing 15% of individuals in the Santa Barbara area looking to purchase furniture over $2,500. When it comes to competition, we asked 15 individuals in our target market what they're currently using to address their furniture needs. They mentioned brands such as Restoration Hardware, Herman Miller, and Knoll. Yet, as you can see, ZMD Woodworks is the only option that addresses our target market's needs for high-quality furniture that is fully customizable, expertly designed, all while maintaining functionality. With a sales goal of $20,000 in 2025 and an average transaction of $3,000, we need to retain and recruit at least 7 customers. To do so, in our first phase, from January to March 2025, we attended the Summerland Winery Makers Market once a month. We also expanded our display at the Santa Barbara Yes Store to include larger furniture. And we created our email campaign during this phase. In our second and current phase, from April to August 2025, we expanded our storefront to Porch Summerland. We created a YouTube channel and are growing both that and our email campaign, as well as incorporating testimonials from our phase 1 customers on our website. In our third phase, from September to December 2025, we plan to use Instagram ads to share our story and grow our YouTube channel. We also plan to ramp up production for the holiday season at the Santa Barbara Yes Store, as well as apply for and attend a few more local makers markets. As you can see, I've completed my year 1 cash flow projections, so let's get to some of those key numbers. Of our total revenue in 2025, we project that 18% of that will come from small projects, 60% from mid-range, and 22% from high-end. And the profit margins for those categories are as follows. For small projects, we have a 58% profit margin, mid-range 55%, and high-end a 60%. A total revenue of $20,000 in 2025 means our expenses will total $15,967, with a total net profit of $4,033. We broke even in January with a total net profit of $668, and our cost of customer acquisition is $218 per customer, with an average customer lifetime value between $2,000 and $10,000, depending on the project category. When it comes to funding, it costs ZMD Woodworks $22,610 to start up. We are officially funded, and we are currently operational. To do so, over the past 6 years, hobby build revenue contributed, as well as a few free secondhand tools, competition awards, and gifted and donated items here and there. Along with being officially launched, we have a local makers market presence. We are featured in both Porch Summerland as well as the Santa Barbara Yes Store, and we have over 5,000 Instagram followers. Judges, if I have the good fortune of winning the competition today, I plan to use the funds to expand my storefront presence, enter new holiday season makers markets, and target a more market niche. I also plan to streamline my equipment to maximize efficiency. I absolutely love what I do. I never want to sell ZMD Woodworks, but I have to have an exit strategy. It's always a good idea. If I need to sell for any reason, I plan to contact a broker using their network to find a buyer who has previous woodworking experience, a desire to be their own boss, sufficient capital to start, and enough business experience to continue ZMD Woodworks. But enough of that. Let's talk about right now. My team includes myself, my woodworking mentor, Chris Molkoy, founder of Renovatio Fine Carpentry, and Darren Iacono, a local business mentor of mine who's featured in many local storefronts. I plan to expand to include business professionals such as a CPA in the near future, and I trust these mentors to give me recommendations. Why ZMD Woodworks? Well, we've proven our market validation since July and have a numerous amount of sales. Our startup costs are fully funded, and we are currently operational. We broke even in January and have a detailed plan for 2025. We can't wait to make ZMD Woodworks grow to the next big thing. Thank you so much for your time. Are there any questions I can answer?
First of all, well done.
Thank you.
Great presentation, and you're a great salesman, so whatever you're doing, keep doing it. It's
Thank
cool.
you.
Question is, how would you scale? Like, you're obviously the maker,
Absolutely.
but if you get multiple orders, like, how does that scale for
Yeah,
you?
absolutely. So I plan to, a lot of woodworkers that I inspire to, become one day those kind of mentors to me, they have a specific style they kind of, wrap around. My plan is to, finish that style, make a ZMD Woodworks kind of unique twist to it, and then I've already put a CNC into my wood shop, a smaller CNC, which allows me to produce the basic bare bones pieces of each project, and then we can customize from there. So for example, if I'm making a dining table, I could make the legs, the basic parts of the legs on the CNC, we'd bring it over, and then it might need some hand shaping and stuff, but that part makes it easy to hire additional fine woodworkers and train them on a ZMD Woodworks style, as well as make sure they can do all the custom projects as well. So.
Great, thank you.
I mean, fantastic presentation. I'll use that word again. Really well done. One question is, how do you differentiate yourself from others?
Absolutely. That kind of goes along with the previous question. It's all about style in woodworking. There's different aspects of projects where customers see that and they're like, that's a ZMD Woodworks project. There's businesses that I know of, there's woodworkers that I know of that I can see a project and I'm like, that's their style. And that kind of becomes, a brand thing. And people are like, I have a ZMD Woodworks piece of furniture. It becomes, a whole brand image, and that's kind of what I'm shooting for there for differentiation.
Really well done.
Thank you.
Great job.
I enjoyed it.
Good afternoon, judges, audience, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ian. I'm a bit sick, so sorry. I am the CEO of Ample, a new way to create and share memories. What are we? Archiving memory platform for life experiences. We will be focusing on a problem that seems a little too big in the market right now. Right now, as you guys can see, 63% of people, according to studies realized by UC Davis and the Sons, they lost their memories in their own gallery. Maybe they don't even have the photo or medium, and they get lost forever. So they don't have that memory with them, making a space that should be there. How are we going to solve this? Simple. You're going to be able to create customizable photo albums that you can customize all the way you want. You can have your friends and family inside there adding their own additions. It can be from personal diaries. It can be from school yearbooks. Back when I'm from Brazil, we don't have school yearbooks. So be able to make that by yourself will make accessible to any place, and even events like wedding albums. And we're gonna have a friendly and innovative UI. Why the emphasis on friendly? Well, our target market is gonna be from Gen Z to Gen X. Anyone with a cell phone who values keeping their memories. And for make money on top of that, we're gonna make ads, non-intrusive ads, as you guys can see in social medias. We have monthly paid subscription that's gonna be able to more customization, cloud features, and many more. And after 1 year, we are aiming to make you be able to print out the album. Even though we are finding giants in the market right now, our approach is so unique that it's actually possible to thrive in this competitive market. And you guys know all of those guys probably, but how are people gonna discover us? We're gonna have campus ambassadors, social media marketing that are gonna be on depth later, and parties agreements in the beginning. And after you guys meeting us and downloading on App Store or Google Play, you're gonna be able to log in this futuristic UI, customize your own profile the way you want. And when you log in, click that plus button right there on the side, you're gonna be able to create an album. This challenge up there is one of my favorite things in the app. You're gonna be able for like you to choose a theme, like raising your child. You're gonna give you challenges all the time for like, take a picture of him doing something silly, so it can be themed on what you want. The blueprints are what we call the themes. You can edit the cover and invite anyone. You're gonna have a simple UI to customize the way you want. You can add the logo, the place, the stickers, the music, text, images, and after a while, you're gonna be able to make magazine for your school, for example, a photo album with your beloved one, anything you want. In our production, it's a home office structure. Our prototype, it has been made on Figma. Our structure is being made on Flutter, which is gonna be the back end and the front end. That's basically make the apps work. And to make it, keep it alive, we're gonna use Amazon servers, AWS. An opportunity, we have a lot of them. Right now, the social media and photo sharing apps combined is around $300 billion. And total available market is 15 billion, service available market 150,000, sorry, and service obtainable market 46,000, with a compound annual growth rate of around 13.3% to 2030. To our go-market strategy, how are we gonna achieve that? Our phase one is gonna be the beta launch. As I said previously, you're gonna be even launching Santa Barbara and Belo Horizonte, a city, the third biggest city in Brazil. You're gonna have a lot of campaigns, and after we're achieving 1,000 users, you're gonna have a 2-month free trial, so you can have more people going in there. And the phase two, you're gonna expand it all. You're gonna have more paid campaigns, Google Ads. You're gonna be able to have 1 premium trials, memory challenges, testimonials, for like you can post it on your social media to have more traction. And after achieving the break even, because it's gonna be around 1,600 users, you're gonna move to phase 3 with language localization in some parts of South America, Europe, and Asia. AI memory features, you're gonna be able to print as stated before, and my personal favorite, annual memory wrap. It's gonna be a wrap of everything you did in that year. As you guys can see, we did our cash flow projection from this first year with the months. Our sales price is gonna be around like, per user, gonna be $5 per subscription monthly. They cost around like 50 cents for us, and our profit's gonna be $5.50, so 90%. Our 1-year financial summary sounds a little bit scary, but everything on social media moves, really unstable. As I said, 1,600 paying users is gonna be our break even, and our net profit, $300,000. And what are gonna be our costs on that? We are aiming at $8,500 to do the bare minimum, but if it's possible to do it, we're gonna be aiming at $10,000. And if you guys choose me, for example, I'm gonna be able to use on marketing, I'm gonna be able to use it on hosting, and I'm gonna be able to use it on like contracting people to make the revisions on the UI, for example. Our milestones, we made the prototype, we have made the app structure, have the campaign done, the marketing campaign. We even have the update schedule prepared, so the user always have updates ready. We anticipated by 2026 everything I told you guys, and to finish with a gold key. We want to make the memory wrap in the first year. And I don't want to, but if it happens, I will have to sell the company. Our target acquire, it's a big one again, but Google aligns exactly what we want to transmit. But if it's not Google, it probably will be Akivo. For example, it's a Brazilian company that relies on buying, actually, apps. And our team, guys maybe have noticed, I say us, our. It's me, the CEO. I directed multiple projects like magazines and school theaters and theaters by itself. And my CTO, it's Rafael Lelis. He's a Kivo developer, one of the best I ever seen. And why choose us to start with? Social medias right now doesn't have the social media feeling. Right now you consume content, you don't socialize what was the main idea. And I want to bring that feeling back. I want you to be able to socialize, to feel. And we have such unique features, such, innovative choices and such an aligned team, that's actually a great idea to choose us. Any questions?
Yeah, great presentation. I like the vision, I like the idea. My question is, how are you going to scale your development team?
Yeah, that's an amazing question. My CTO, he's actually responsible on that, but as far as I know, he's gonna contract more front-end developers and full stacks. Since you're in the area, you probably know what that is.
Yeah.
And we'll be focusing on finding more UI designers so we can make more marketing campaigns. And we'll be focusing on trying to find accountants so we can manage and see all the taxes necessary. Yeah, necessary, sorry.
Just a quick follow-up. So with
Yeah.
the teams of developers, obviously Brazil has an amazing,
Yeah.
are you going to mainly hire in Brazil initially to keep costs?
Yeah, in Brazil initially, they are cheaper workforce, and they give the same amount of hard work and quality. So it will be like a better strategy to start in Brazil and maybe move out to California after.
Thank you.
Sure.
Can you quickly walk me through the subscription model?
Yeah, of course. The subscription model, damn, a lot of slides. The subscription model, it's going to be a $5 subscription. And you're going to be able to do a lot of customization on the photo albums. You're going to have cloud features. So your pictures upload is going to be of higher quality. You're going to be able to customize your profile more in depth. You can change your halo. You can change the font on your username. You can add more people per photo album. You're going to be able to do a lot of things with it. Yeah, I think that's it for the.
And just to add on to that question,
course.
Is it a freemium? So you're
It's
in-
freemium, yeah.
And then what is that subscription cost? And what are you gaining after that subscription payment?
Yeah. Oh. You can answer? Okay. The freemium, you're going to be focusing, of course, on the ads and the future physical albums. On the premium itself, we're going to use the money and reinvest them. And it's actually not going to go to our pockets. We want to use it to make the platform better. We want to use the money for personal gains on the ads itself only. And the ads going to be starting, for example, Facebook. We're going to use Google Ads as our main, after developing ample ads so anybody can add their own ads on our platform.
Thank you.
Of course.
Great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, judges. Hello, everybody. My name is Floro Lopez, and my business is called Lopez Landscape and Maintenance. I have worked in landscaping for several years, and I just grew a passion for it, and it made me enjoy the outside environment a lot more, and that led me to want to start this business. Dealing with an overgrown garden can be very stressful and hard for many homeowners when renovating a home. It can also be a challenge to find the right team for your landscaping needs, so most homeowners have a hard time finding the right company that meets their standards and requirements. Luckily for them, with Lopez Landscaping and Maintenance, we prioritize many things such as meeting customer needs, building great trust and communication, offering high quality work, and being updated whenever they have a question about anything, and just focusing on being on the same page with the clients and keeping them satisfied. Lopez Landscape and Maintenance is a fee-for-service business model. We have 5 revenue streams: garden maintenance, tree service, landscape waste hauling, irrigation service, and mainstream. The target market for Lopez Landscape and Maintenance are residential homeowners and property managers anywhere from the age 35 to 75, either being middle class or high class. Our service area extends from Carpinteria to Goleta. Our growth strategy is market penetration. Let me share with you the customer experience of Lopez Landscape and Maintenance. First, the client will find me through in-person marketing or our Facebook post, which drives to our website. The client calls me to discuss their needs. I will drive up to the site, and the client will show us the work that has to be done. We agree on a price to get a contract signed. We set a day when to start. I show up with the crew and complete the job. I get paid. I do a final review with the client, and ensure they are satisfied. Our workdays will be Monday through Saturday. Hours will be from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. We will be hiring new workers as the business grows. If there are any questions, either with the clients or new clients, phone hours will be 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. The opportunity for the market entry into U.S. landscape services in the U.S. is favorable. In 2024, the landscaping services industry totaled $330.6 billion. The compound annual growth rate is projected to be 6.7 from 2025 to 2030, which is much higher than the projected U.S. economy, which is projected to be 2.2% per year in the same period. According to our research of Yelp reviews, competitors are Jimenez, Valencia, and Superior Landscape. Jimenez is one of the largest landscaping services in Santa Barbara County. While they offer multiple services and are time efficient, they aren't affordable. Valencia Landscape is also not affordable, but it is time efficient and offers multiple services and are also well known in the Santa Barbara County. Superior Landscape is one of the smaller companies in Santa Barbara County, so they struggle with being known and aren't time efficient. They also don't offer multiple services, but are affordable. As you can see, Lopez Landscaping value proposition is to be affordable, time efficient, and offer multiple services. Although we are not known yet, gaining positive Yelp reviews through customer satisfaction and offering a referral program will help us gain loyal following over time. Market strategy will be advertising through Facebook. There will be also business cards we hand out. We will be recommended to new jobs, either family or new clients, which can really help us. We will help our clients, help our clients give us a review on potential clients and we will be a very great operating business. As you can see, I've done my first year cash flow projection for 2027. Let's look at the key numbers. We have three types of services. Basic services include garden maintenance. Specialty service include irrigation, tree service, masonry, and truck hauling services. Our hourly rate ranges from 60 to 90. Our COGS include labor, material, fuel, equipment. This leaves us with a favorable profit margins ranging from 55% to 60%. Our revenue in the first year will be $134K with expenses of $89K, leaves us with a net profit of $44K. The cost of customer acquisition is $674 a year. The customer lifetime value is $55K. The break-even point would be the 7th month. The startup cost is $57,869,000, and our sources are personal savings and friends and family loans, micro business loans, and Scheinfeld NVC winnings. My milestone is my business plan as of right now is one of my happiest accomplishments. I wouldn't be here without it. Future milestones in 2026 is to graduate with the AA business major, get licensed, get environmental horticulture certificate, and have the business launch by January 2027. The exit strategy will be to sell the business or pass it down to a family member. As of right now, the team is just me, Gerardo Lopez. I am the business owner, and I will be the only owner because I don't look to run this as a partnership, but I will work with CPA, bookkeeper, and insurance broker. Many clients look forward to Lopez Landscape and Maintenance because we will focus on great trust with customers, also bettering our communication to avoid any confusion. We offer multiple services that are needed. Gerardo Lopez has had a lot of experience in this and will be efficient and offer high-quality work. Thank you, everybody, for hearing out about my business. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to starting my business soon. Are there any questions?
Gerardo, well done.
Thank you.
Congrats, that was great. So one of the challenges you're going to have you put any thought into this, is you individually can only do so much yard work, right? So,
yeah.
How is it that you're going to acquire personnel? That's going to be a big issue for you.
Yeah.
And really that's poaching from other businesses. And have you thought about a plan to how to incentivize those future employees to come to work for you?
Well, I will start off with a team of 3, and then as if the business grows, with those guys I start off with, I will prepare them to kind of be able to lead a crew on their own. So when when more jobs come I could trust in them to send them with how they were when they started off with that experience. But teach them enough so they could like go off and handle a job on their own. But I will also be like checking in and making sure like every so often, like almost every day, to make sure everything's on point.
Really well done. I'm ready to hire you. Your
Thank you.
personality is fantastic, and I trust what you've shared with me
Yeah.
today. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and just another quick question is the pricing, there's competition, obviously.
Yeah.
And the pricing models, how do you think you're going to be able to acquire those customers with your pricing? Like, what's going to make it different for you?
Well, I just feel like showing them like kind of like this, like letting them trust in me and just proving to them why they should choose us instead of like the competitors.
Great presentation, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Great job.
Hello, my name is Robert Davies, and I'm CEO and founder of 10-4. We make heat and sweat reactive compression gear. 10-4 is where culture, identity, and hard work meet. The problem is over 540,000 US basketball athletes use compression gear that's functional but lacks expression. These athletes want gear to reflect who they are and their hard work. Our solution is we offer sweat and heat activated compression gear with logos that appear as you sweat and logos that also change color as your body heats up, turning your effort into a visual statement. 10-4 combines personal performance with personal expression. Last year I played at SBCC and I saw how athletes could struggle to find gear that reflects their identity and effort. 10-4 is my solution. My business market is a unit sales revenue, and our target market is Gen Z athletes in the LA, Washington, D.C., Texas, and Florida areas, aged 14 to 28. These athletes post daily workouts, clips, and outfits. Primary and secondary interviews show athletes care about fit, feel, and standing out. One player even told me, if it doesn't make people look twice, I don't want to wear it. 10-4 will focus on a strong online presence, limited drops, and sellout collections, fueled by athlete-driven momentum. For our demonstration, the first step is discovery, and that happens when they spot 10-4 on Instagram or TikTok, with heat and sweat reactive logos and bold designs grabbing attention. Step 2 is exploration, and that happens as they browse our Instagram, seeing athletes wear 10-4 and realizing it's not just gear, but a way to express their hard work. Step 3, decision, comes when they first purchase with the easy checkout and easy sizing guide, ensuring the perfect fit. Step 4 is delivering and first use. That occurs 2 to 6 days later when they try it on, feeling the performance and confidence boost. Step 5 is social proof. That happens when they post a picture or a game shot tagging 10-4, sparking buzz among friends and restarting the cycle. 10-4 is more than just gear, it empowers athletes. Our gear is sourced from a trusted supplier in China with a 50-unit minimum. Tanks cost $11.50, tees cost $14, with a 50-cent discount per additional 100 units. They are delivered to me in Santa Barbara in 8 to 13 days. Then I inspect all inventory. I design each piece personally and ship orders the same day, including tags with washing and drying instructions. I handle returns by restocking or donating. I plan to hire part-time as demand grows. Our total obtainable market is $26.8 billion and growing 9.9% in the next 5 years. 10-4 targets athlete-dense areas like California, Texas, Florida, and the Washington, D.C. area, resulting in a $7.77 billion SAM, with a projected year 3 SOM of $160,000 from 2,000 different customers. There's no better time for 10-4 to enter the market. We interviewed 5 Gen Z athletes and surveyed dozens more. They all want compression gear that fits, performs, is affordable, and turns heads. Competitors did hit some of these aspects, but never all of them. 10-4 is the only brand combining elite function with heat and sweat reactive logos built for today's content-driven world. Our go-to market strategy. Our year 1 sales goal is $24,150 with 345 different customers and 690 units sold at an $80 average transaction size and 2 purchases per customers. In phase 1, July through September, we'll drive $6,000 in sales via TikTok and Instagram demos, limited drops, targeted ads, and early NIL deals. In phase 2, October through December, we'll scale influencer content, gear up routines, and athlete testimonials to hit $8,400 in sales, while also expanding traffic and launching loyalty rewards. In phase 3, January 2026 through July, we target $9,750 in sales through new product drops, early access campaigns, polls, and NBA-level NIL deals, driven by deeper community engagement and paid traffic. Here's my one-year sales forecast. Our compression tees sell for $45 with $17 cost of goods sold, giving us $28 profit and 62% profit margins. Compression tanks sell for $35 with $13 cost of goods sold, earning 22% profit and 63% profit margins. In year 1, we expect to sell 690 units and generate around $24,000 in revenue, with an estimated net profit between $6,000 and $10,000, depending on marketing costs. We expect to break even after 4 months and just over 100 units sold at an average sales price of $40. Our startup costs total around $3,000, covering inventory, packaging, a label printer, website, initial marketing, and a business license. Initial costs are funded through a Chase Inc. business credit card with a limit of $3,500. Any earnings through the New Venture Challenge would be used for our Stage 1 and Pre-Stage 1 expenses, which mostly include marketing and inventory. In just 9 months, I got funded using my registered EIN, launched my MVP product in sweat reactive compressions, connected with Dakota Rivers, the first YouTuber in the NBA, donated to Westchester High, home of Trevor Ariza, who had an 18-year NBA career, and his son, a current top 5 recruit. Next, I plan to triple sales, sign 5 NIL athletes, and form my LLC. My exit options include selling to brands like Nike or Adidas, or transitioning to employee ownership. If neither works, I'll leverage 10-4's equity and experience to launch a new venture, ensuring long-term growth. I lead 10-4 as founder and CEO and have experience in all aspects of the business. I will look to my attorney, Larry Hall, for any legal advice. My business consultant, Nicholas Stokes, will help me guide NIL deals and I plan to expand with part-time help and a marketing agency by 2026. Why us? Nobody else offers heat and sweat reactive compression apparel like ours. With our lean model, strong social traction, and high margins, we're built for rapid growth. And now I'd like to demonstrate just how our MVP product works, if we still have time. So it just gets wet, and then after a little bit, the ink starts to show through, and it returns to a plain shirt after the fact, after it dries out. And now I'd like to open the floor for any questions.
That was great. I got a bunch of questions, but we're gonna be challenged by time. Anything proprietary in that, or is that just off the shelf, that technology that does that?
It's actually this one is thermochromic ink, and that changes color when the shirt gets wet. So I wouldn't say anything proprietary. It was very easily sourced. And then the other one I have, actually, the logo changes color when it gets hot. And so that one's going to be thermochromic, or this one's going to be hydrochromic ink, which is also very easily sourced. And this one's going to be thermochromic ink, which reacts to body heat. I don't know if I'm hot enough to change the color yet, but this logo changes to white.
Cool under pressure. That's
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, gotcha. Your financial modeling, was that with, especially on the cost of inventory, was that pre-tariffs, or was that with respect to?
That's after tariffs. That's after tariffs. As long as we purchase, as long as our bulk purchases is under $800, we won't get taxed.
Well done. Good job.
Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, judges, classmates, everyone. I'm Joshua Daniel. I'm a student of business and psychology here at SBCC. I'm a veteran and a resident gamer. I'm also the founder of Click, a unique online platform built to help gamers form local connections that transcend the online world. I created Click because gamers everywhere are facing a pretty serious problem
that nobody seems to be solving. In Santa Barbara alone, over 20,000 online gamers struggle every day to create and maintain quality connections with others. Despite the fact that social connection is a top reason for gamers to play, online alliances rarely last beyond the date they're made. To some, this might seem trivial, but think about it. Real people forge real connections with others of similar interest. They cooperate towards shared objectives. They celebrate, they commiserate, they win, they lose, they bond. Then the session ends, and more often than not, that connection, that person, that bond is lost forever. Research has shown that these repeated short-term interactions create a cycle of isolation and declining mental health. It may sound cold, but this is the accepted norm of online gaming. Just ask any gamer, they'll tell you. It's the norm, and it's what keeps millions of gamers in the US and thousands here in SB locked in their rooms, missing opportunities to invest in real-life relationships in the pursuit of ever-fleeting virtual connections. Now, I don't know about you, but to think that a person is disposable, even one you just meet online, it just doesn't sit right. Might be the way it is, but I can't help but wonder, what if online gaming doesn't have to be an obstacle to a healthy, thriving social life? What if instead, it could be the catalyst? For months, this question has gripped me, leading me to consider some things I did not expect, like the benefits of in-person bonds, the value of accountability, the meaning of community. This exploration revealed ideas that would become the very building blocks of Click, and led me here to this moment with you. Click is designed to help Santa Barbara gamers form connections that grow beyond the game. It's the only platform offering a locals-first approach to gaming. With locals-first matchmaking, online and in-person tournaments, and other local events, we provide a secure foundation for gamers to forge real-life friendships with their squad mates. Allowing us to better serve the community, our basic services are free, with a premium tier for verification and more customization. Click's focus is to serve students and professionals from ages 18 to 38, offering premium subscriptions for $5 a month on our website. Our growth strategy is around market penetration in Santa Barbara, and since our product is digital, margins increase massively with volume. Customers will hear of us through word of mouth, school clubs, social media. They'll come to our website, make an account, and get started. They can check listings for local tournaments, search by game or username, add, message, and connect with other players, and hop into the game. Now, you might be asking yourself, how is this different from any other platform? Well, you'd be right to do so because this isn't. What makes Click unique is not our world-class wireframe, okay? Nor is it unprecedented national reach. What makes Click unique is that we aren't just connecting characters on a screen. We're connecting living, breathing people who live right down the street. Our community is right here. So yeah, when our players click, they open a door to live, real community. So how do we turn this dream into a reality? With a home office, Adobe Suite, and the internet. Add hosting, a humble marketing budget, and some free resources like WordPress and Discord, and boom, you've got a platform. But is it profitable? Well, online multiplayer gaming in the US is part of the web search portals and all other information services industry, and gaming has steadily grown at 5% per year since 2019. It's valued over $6 billion, that's our TAM. Santa Barbara accounts for $250,000 of that, our SAM, of which our profitability only requires that we capture 2,500, our target sum in the first year. Since online gamers don't use platforms like Plink or Meetup, Click has no direct competition, just the status quo saying that players are disposable. What our customers need is natural connections that they make to be local and supported. Click is the only option that offers that. In our first year, our goal is to generate $2,110 in premium subs at $5 a month. For 12 months, we need to convert a minimum of 142 customers. Phase 1 will be dedicated to buzz building. Our target is to attain 500 players' email addresses before we do our soft launch. Phase 2 will be focused on integrating new members into our launch and rewarding referrals, offering giveaways at our online tournament. And Phase 3 will focus on strengthening teams through local tournaments and rewards. As you can see, I've completed my year 1 sales forecast and monthly cash flow projection. So let's get into the key numbers. Our COGS greatly decrease with per unit sold, and our scalable profit margin is set to reach 88.7%, resulting in $4.44 profit per unit in the first year. We expect 422 units sold in year 1, and after $1,800 in expenses, this is a $310 profit. Our average customer costs $2.11 to acquire and has a lifetime value of approximately $300. Our startup costs are intentionally low, totaling only $2,000, which is already covered by our self-funded startup budget. Additional support from the Scheinfeld New Venture Challenge would greatly increase our ad expenditure and accelerate our development. We have our business mentor, our plan, our funding, and we aim to complete this prototype this month, always seeking further validation on the problem and market endorsement. Our exit strategy is to sell to a major company, such as Discord, which has a track record of acquisitions of similar companies. Discord has acquired 3 such companies in the last 4 years as part of its effort and its vision to create a space for everyone to find belonging. Today, we have a robust team of, well, me. And while I can direct core business functions like production, marketing, customer service, and sales, my mentor has provided necessary connections with a bookkeeper, insurance broker, business attorney, and CPA to fill in the gaps that I can't handle on my own. So why should we win this competition? We are highly scalable in a highly profitable market. We have a mentor, plan, startup funding, and a strong team to come. But ultimately, it's not just about me trying to generate revenue. It's about making the world a more connected place, starting right here in Santa Barbara. A win for Click is a win for thousands who just want to connect and belong. So, thank you. Any questions?
Josh, that was great. Very thoughtful.
Thank you.
I don't want to challenge you too much, but I question the idea that there's no competition in the space, and it might speak to a lack of a market adoption opportunity, right? Where I know because I'm watching my children play a lot, they enjoy the quickness of these interactions,
Yeah.
and then they enjoy them being over. As a parent, and maybe your ideal market isn't 11 to 18. I enjoy them being over as well, right?
Yeah.
Right? So, and not following up on them. Have you thought about that in spite of your own personal belief that people want to connect more, that maybe a large portion of the market enjoys the fleeting nature of the connections?
I think by and large, the gaming market does enjoy the fleeting nature, and in a way that its fleetingness allows the natural connection that happens online. But I would just respond with a question: what if it wasn't? What if it didn't have to be that way, and you had the option of clicking a geolocation and saying, now I want to do matchmaking with people that are here. I don't know anything else about them other than they're here. And if we get along, if in voice I'm like, there's something about this person, then you could, if you wanted to, go out to Llama Dog after or something. Yeah. And what are the implications of that for somebody who has a hard time socializing and just stays in their room to meet people?
Yeah, good question.
Yeah, I love your passion. I also really like you wanting to make the world a better place, and I'll be quick here, but safety. So how do you control that when you're bringing people together IRL?
So the free version is online only. It'll still pair you with locals, but it's not going to allow you to necessarily take that offline under any kind of click flag. Part of the premium option is that it enables people verification. So this is linked through something like Real ID. And in that way, it's not so much that we can guarantee safety, but what we can guarantee is that we know who these people are, and there is some form of accountability.
Very good.
Okay, John.
Hi judges, my name is Shar Marino, and I'll be sharing about Calm Together, Healing Begins with Breath. My story begins as a high schooler transitioning into college. It was at a time in my life when I felt extremely lonely, anxious, and depressed. I saw how this strained my relationship with my mom, who at the time was my only support. Since recovering from this incident, I realized I was not alone. Many other families go through the same or similar experiences around the United States. For many families, parents face these challenges rather than the children. According to the Mental Health Foundation, approximately 68% of women and 57% of men with mental health problems are parents. This experience and knowledge led me to create Calm Together, an online space for families dealing with mental health struggles to meet on a Zoom call, meditate, and receive personalized guidance. According to an NCBI study, respondents reported that meditation helped to reduce stress or to aid relaxation by 89.4%. Calm Together's target market is families in Santa Barbara facing mental health struggles with parents aged 40 to 59 and children aged 7 to 18. Our revenue models are based on a monthly subscription model. Clients can find us first on our Instagram, from which then they can locate our website from a variety of spots on the page. From here, they can check out via a Stripe checkout form one of our monthly subscriptions. This will then send them a confirmation email with the call details and the Zoom link. From there, we will meet and the transformation will begin. Technological needs are a laptop, Wi-Fi, access to Zoom, Canva, a Zapier account, a Stripe account, and a Google account. Calls will be made during the week, with the weekend set aside for back-end and social media production. We will hire trainers every 3 to 4 months of our first year. The total available market in the United States is $116 billion annually based on the number of families in the US and the percentage that reported mental health struggles. That number was then multiplied by our monthly subscription cost and then multiplied by 12. These same metrics were applied to Southern California to calculate our serviceable attainable market, and totaling $7.5 billion annually. Our serviceable obtainable market, or sorry, that was serviceable attainable. Our serviceable obtainable market is $83,293 based on our year one service capacity. According to my interviews with Santa Barbara families who have experienced some form of mental health struggle, they reported looking for a meditation space which is online, affordable, live, and personalized. As you can see, Calm Together is the only option that meets all of our customers' needs. Our first year goals are to generate $83,293 in sales, bring in our first 65 clients between July 2025 to September 2025 via Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube content focused on guidance and support through these challenges, as well as meditation tips and reviews on outside brands' meditations. We will also run ad campaigns while capturing testimonials. We will hire our first 2 outside trainers at this time. And we will attract 283 clients between October 2025 to February 2025 by continuing our social media content and growth, paid ad campaigns, as well as developing strategic partnerships. And we will hire 2 more trainers. Then we will bring in 406 clients between February 2025 and June 2025 by continued social media growth, ad campaigns, and gathering and closing on referrals. We will have our first in-person small community events, expand into Ventura, and hire 3 more trainers. As you can see, I've completed our 1-year sales forecast. Let's get to the key numbers. Our subscription revenue is $83K, and our cumulative net profit is $23K. Our cost of service was calculated as $64, as it costs $44 for our trainer cut and $20 for our Zapier fee. With Calm Together's retail price of $150 and our $64 cost of service, our gross profit is $86 with a profit margin of 57%. As this table shows, Calm Together's year 1 revenue is $83,293. Expenses total $60,371. Our net profit is $22,922. Our cost of customer acquisition is $14. Customer lifetime value is $5,400. And our break-even point is achieved in month 4. Calm Together's startup costs total $902. Our funding sources total $6,000, with $500 coming from our personal investment. And judges, if I win the $5,500 prize today, that will be going into creating our website, launching our social media platforms, buying necessary recording equipment, and as well as receiving accounting advice. The remainder of the money will be set aside for our month 2 operational expenses. So far, I've started hosting free pilot meditation sessions with friends to start gaining some traction and some interest. I've also completed the full business plan for Calm Together and spoken with 6 families in Santa Barbara who are going through these struggles. Our next goal is to bring in our first early adopters in July of 2025. Our team consists of Shaw Marino, founder of Calm Together LLC, trainer, and CEO. Shaw is a certified meditation trainer and has spent 7 months studying meditation and spirituality at Alikon Sports Academy in southern India. Shaw will be training, running, and scaling the business More trainers will be hired every 3 to 4 months of our first year. Shah will be mentored by SBDC and will receive legal and financial consulting from SBDC recommended experts. Our exit strategy is to be acquired by Headspace Health. Headspace holds a similar vision to ours and is an already well-reputed company who has acquired multiple similar companies. Judges, Calm Together is worthy of winning this competition today because this service is in high demand as half the families in the U.S. are facing mental health struggles and are looking for a solution. Calm Together offers a proven solution that comes not only from a need, but from my personal experience. This is a growing industry that holds serious potential, and Calm Together will only benefit our community. Thank you, judges. I now welcome your questions.
Great job. I totally get the personal, which is always a great way to start a company. My question is more on the back end as far as support. As you scale a software company, how are you going to be building that out?
As far as which aspect on the back end?
Everything from the customer support to the app, upgrading the app, the website, everything that goes with it.
Yeah, so in my financial, I have a specific part set aside for the website development. I'd be hiring, through Fiverr or a website like that for website development. As far as customer support, I would be handling that at first, and then I could potentially train a trainer to also handle customer support as well as handle calls.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Well done, Shah. I like how you transitioned to talking about yourself in the third person at the end there. That was good.
Thank you.
You're gonna have an interesting question. Calm is a big meditation app already.
Okay.
So think about a rebranding.
Okay.
Because there's no way you're going to be able to get away. If you scale, they'll find out and send you a cease and desist. I'm not an attorney, but the name is identical, effectively, and you're in the exact same space. So
right.
Just as a heads up.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
My name is Forrest Burns, and I'm the founder and CEO of Electrate, the world's cleanest hydration brand. Our slogan is pure performance, because that's exactly what we deliver. Clean, effective fuel for athletes and high performers who deserve the best and refuse to settle for anything less. And that is the prototype there. The problem, I actually have a quick story. During a timeout across from the Golden State Warriors bench, I watched pro athletes like Steph Curry drinking labelless electrolyte cocktails because Gatorade was no longer cutting it. That moment stuck with me. I realized we're still hydrating like it's 1965. Most options are packed in eco-unfriendly plastic with sugar and artificial dyes. Health-conscious athletes and professionals are desperate for something cleaner, smarter, and better. That's where Electrate comes in. Our solution, Electrate, is a clean label performance hydration drink built for athletes, students, and high-performing professionals. It's made with spring water, real fruit, and nootropics for mental clarity, and electrolytes for hydration, all bottled in premium, recycled, resealable 25-ounce aluminum cans. What makes Electrate different, we're the only hydration brand combining brain-boosting performance, eco-friendly packaging, and bold, elevated brand experience. This isn't a theory. I created Electrate because I lived the problem. As a former collegiate basketball athlete, I resorted to drinking only coconut water because Gatorade left me feeling shaky and lightheaded while playing. Electrate was born to solve that, to fuel performance without compromise, because greatness shouldn't be held back by what's in your bottle. This is the business model. Our target market is Gen Z and millennial athletes, students, and professionals aged 16 to 56 who care about clean living and peak performance. We'll launch in Santa Barbara via pop-ups, campus events, and team sponsorships, reaching UCSB and local high schools, as well as SBCC. Revenue comes from direct sales from pop-ups, TikTok Shop, and wholesale to gyms and grocery stores. We validated demand with surveys and interviews. 80% of those surveyed were dissatisfied with mainstream hydration. The time is now to capitalize on this market. What we have is a home run opportunity. We have the obligation of providing better hydration for tomorrow's champions,
Barry Bonds said, "I never stop looking for things to try and make myself better." Well, we got you, Barry. Our total addressable market is $13 billion across US sports drinks, but we're starting small and staying focused. In year one, our serviceable obtainable market is around 250,000, selling 47,000 bottles through Santa Barbara and surrounding areas online. Our competition is Gatorade, Body Armor, and Prime. They all fail to meet what modern consumers care about. The best ingredients, less sugar, eco-friendly packaging, brain-boosting performance, nootropics, a brand that looks and feels elevated. Electrate is the only one delivering these. My demonstration, let me walk through the Electrate experience from the eyes of a student athlete on campus. It starts on campus. They see a clean, vibrant, eye-catching pop-up. Someone hands them an ice-cold bottle of Electrate. It has a bold design. It's $4.99 or free with a quick Instagram or TikTok review/post. They crack it open, the scent, strawberry, citrus, vanilla. They take a sip, it's light, refreshing, and clean. No sugar overload, no fake aftertaste. They're intrigued. That night, they scan the QR code and order a case. Soon, it's part of their routine. And the best part, the athlete just helped hydrate a local school team. For every 5 pallets we sell, Electrate gives back. These are the people we are actively targeting to be our athlete ambassadors with their own affiliate code. Our production goes from idea to bottle. First, bottling and ingredient sourcing. We're gonna work with NorCal Beverage, or it's planned to work with NorCal Beverage to run our prototype. They have a minimum of 1,000-gallon batch, which gives us about 5,000 bottles at about $10,000 cost. Storage and fulfillment, short-term we'll locally store. Long-term we'll use a third-party logistics partner that will help manage shipping, inventory, and logistics as we scale. And finally, distribution will start by hand-delivering bottles at these pop-ups. We'll also use TikTok Shop and Shopify for direct-to-consumer. We're also planning to partner with local high-end grocery stores in Santa Barbara and LA, as well as gyms. It's a lean, scalable model that lets us move fast, stay hands-on, and grow smart. Our go-to-market strategy is a 3-phase strategy, including pop-ups at local campuses and public spaces and gyms, offering ice-cold sampling. Phase 2 is virality through TikTok strategy, taste tests, and user-generated content. TikTok shop sales and paid collabs as well will help with growth. And then phase 3 is an expansion and loyalty program. So scale to LA and San Diego, launch affiliate referral and reward programs, lock in repeat buyers via SMS and email targeting and retargeting. This phase will help hit our year 1 goal. This is my cash flow projection worksheet, which I have since updated. Let's see. Sales price. So we're launching Electrate Smart with just 1 flavor and 1 bottle to keep costs low. Here's a breakdown. For 24 ounces, we're charging $4.99. At a $2 cost, it's a 60% profit margin. Same profit margin for the case. Our financial summary, our revenue is projected around $220 to $250. A net profit would be right around $100,000. Our break-even point is 7,000 bottles sold, which will cover production, design, storage, fulfillment, and marketing materials. With a projected 50,000 bottles sold, we expect to become cash positive around month 4, which is the September's end. Startup costs and funding strategy, right around $13,000, covering bottles, labeling, compliance, co-packing, marketing materials, lawyer, business card, and any unforeseen costs. To fund this, I have a plan to pitch 3 prominent Bay Area businessmen who are close family friends, one of which is an MBA agent. His name is Bill Duffy. I grew up with his son. If needed, we're prepared to take a $20,000 loan, business loan, small business loan. Some of the milestones we have are finalizing the co-packing with NorCal Beverages and getting that initial 5,000 bottle run. In June, we want to build a warm list of emails and phone numbers from all our pop-ups for marketing purposes. June is our official launch date in Santa Barbara.
Great job. I know that the timer was quick there, but really thorough. As somebody who's gone down this market most recently, there's a lot of competition. And I think from the layers to the elements to the drip drops, how do you, give me a little quick on how you validate. Are you testing? Do you have some science-backed information that really help kind of bring people over the top and abandon another brand that they might have allegiance to?
Yeah, our main differences, I guess, if you will, is the packaging. It's a 25-ounce bottle. A lot of the times I'm seeking more liquid in my hydration. Aluminum reusable bottle, it's going to have a different look to it. The whole bottle is the logo, kind of like the prototype, so it'll stand out in that area as well. And then combining nootropics with the hydration electrolytes offer a different level of performance for the consumer. Yep.
Great presentation. Really quick, this is going to require intense sales at the end of the day. How are you, I know the pop-ups and what have you, but to really compete against everybody she just mentioned, you're going to have to hustle hard.
Yeah, that's where like UGC comes in hand and affiliate marketing, where we're targeting people that we're meeting at these pop-ups to help us grow and scale via social media. We're also offering sponsorships, affiliate links, so they'll get paid for every sale that someone clicks on their link. And certain athletes will be sponsored with the product itself. So, yeah.
That was great for us. I know the space very, very well. I represent two current, one hydration, one water company now. I actually did Kobe Bryant's family office's investment into Body Armor. I helped them with that. So I know this really, really well. This is a very, very messy space to play in, very, very competitive. But I like your first blush and your attempt to go at it.
Thank you. Appreciate the feedback.
First of all, yeah, let's remember that, just the fact that you're here is winning in itself. And we have so many students, actually, that, they have gone through the competitions, and not all of them win, and they still go on to be, very successful. So whether you win or not today is no reflection on what your level of success or the possibility of success is, right? And we're 100% behind you here at the school and at the Scheinfeld Center, all of our community around you. So with that, I'm going to hand it over to the judges, and they're going to announce the winners third, second, first. And when they announce them, go ahead and come up here on stage, and they'll give the winners a little bit of feedback, and then we'll get a group photo, and we might want to get a photo of everybody as well, all of the finalists there. So with that, judges, please take it away.
Do we all go up together?
Sure, you can, yeah. However the judges want to do it, they can do it. Yeah.
Hello, Eric Sanchez. Thank you guys for participating. First of all, as she said, it's not about the prize. It's like, what are you going to learn from it? Like, what are you going to take from today with the feedback and everything else? So one thing that I definitely just want to share with all of you, sales is key. I have yet to meet a successful company that if it doesn't sell, is successful. So always keep that in mind. How are you going to sell this? Who's going to buy it? Who's going to give you $1 out of their pocket for what you're providing? So always keep that in mind. That being said, our third place winner is Gerardo. Congratulations. The one thing that we really liked, if you want to face the one thing that we really liked is the hustle. I mean, you're in an industry, a service industry, which is going to require you knocking on doors, making sure you deliver quality service, and people start sharing about your service to their friends. So hopefully this prize money gets you to that next little step, and congratulations.
All right, so thank you, Julie, for having us again. And I want everybody to realize that every idea here today is a great idea. So if you didn't get first, second, or third, that doesn't mean stop trying. It means lean on your advisors, ask a lot of questions, test pilot what you're looking to do, and solve those problems. So in building brands and companies, you have to think about your purpose, your passion, your promise, your people, your product, and then develop that plan. And if you've got all of those P's in place, it's a really solid effort. And so number 2 today, the second place group is Pass a Plate. So congratulations. Congratulations, you guys. Yeah, I think, a couple of things here today for these guys. I mean, this is a really unique way of bringing underserved together with waste. And so if you think of companies in town like Appeal Sciences, where they're looking at extending the life of produce from pick to consumption, it's a completely different way of thinking. And what I loved about what you guys did today is you're thinking about all of the problems and trying to solve a problem at the same time. So the whole tax implication and how you're helping benefit waste, and then also continuously benefiting the restaurants, the pickers, the co-packers, I think is really important. As we talked about this from a judge perspective, test pilot this a little bit, because what is sort of the term of the taxation and what are the benefits back to the restaurants or the co-packers? And I think the other thing is how do you deliver that food? So if you're a restaurant, the halo effect of being able to donate waste and help underserved in the community, but what is that vehicle literally to get that food to those people versus having them maybe coming to the restaurant? Is it a partnership with another nonprofit that already has that transportation in place? But the benefits here are just brilliant. And I think keep pursuing this, try to test market, and keep pushing. So congratulations.
I think we need a drum roll.
So I'll just get right to and announce the winner, I think. Actually, before I do that, I just want to say for another time that it's awesome to hear you guys do all this. And you really are standing up in front of, learning how to speak, trusting yourself, being nervous. All of it is a skill that hopefully will extend for a very, very long time for all of you guys. And this is just baby steps to becoming an expert at this. Congratulations to all of you for that. And now I'd like to give the first place award to Xander. Come on up here. Congratulations. Yeah, that was great. Yeah, some of the real neat parts of his presentation was really sort of, in addition to the utility of it and the business that you already have and how you want to expand upon that, and sort of scale with respect to sort of the customized furniture. But we're obvious, but also your ability to sort of express it comfortably without sounding corny, it's a real skill, right? It's a real skill to be able to learn how to do that, engage with people, judges, hopefully for all of you soon enough, investors. I'm on the other side of that. We write checks. And so to do that, there's a lot of great business ideas, right? We come across them frequently. And so what I'm really looking at from an investment standpoint is this person somebody I can trust with my money, right? And that is about you and your ability to execute on that business as much as it is, and more so than just the end product and what that might look like. So I encourage you all to sort of continue to build that up in yourselves. And Xander, you did an awesome job in that, so congratulations.